1, 2, 3, 4. Mike and John got it going on. Mike and John got it going on. Mike and John got it going on. Mike and John got it going on.
Right now, things are going to start happening because it's Thursday and we have Wednesday night trivia to get to. Don't worry, I'm going to move over. It's wear your black shirt to work day.
It is.
It is.
Okay.
All right.
And we're wearing our black shirts.
Yes, it is. We planned that perfectly.
Oh, yeah.
Or I just made up it's wear your black shirt to work
No,
day.
of course, we coordinate our wardrobe here.
Sure.
You know,
Nightly phone
a couple
calls.
of radio guys who now have to do videos.
We have to check the past videos to see what we wore last Thursday.
You can say,
so we
you
know
know,
we don't
the makeup department, boy, they
show.
really make a difference, don't they?
All right, lots to do today. We're going to talk the Less You Know with Rich Perlberg. We'll get to the winner of last night's Wednesday night trivia for not only a chance to win tickets to the Brighton Center for the Performing Arts, but also to qualify to win that LiftMaster 8365.
And you are
Garage door
listening
opener.
to Mike and John Got It Going On.
You're watching us too.
Yeah.
For those of you who
From
have
the
YouTube.
LiftMaster 8365 studios.
Yes, we've lifted it on 8365 today.
Yes, absolutely.
So yes, we'll get to that in just a little bit. Also, another interview where we have coming up today with one of the actors.
An actor!
Why do you go into that?
A bard, if you will.
Oh, a bard.
Yes.
A barge.
Well,
Or a bard.
it's not a barge.
Not a barge?
He's
a
not
bard.
a bard either.
A bard.
Actually. Just an actor.
Is a bard just a bad Brad?
Yeah.
So we'll check that out in just a little bit. New Mitch album play coming to the Wilde Theatre.
Are we talking to Mitch Albom?
No, Mitch doesn't talk to us anymore.
Not really.
Not anymore.
He never talked to
Well,
us.
I talked to Mitch before. Then I started working
I've talked
back-
to Mitch too.
Have you?
Yeah.
Mitch Lane?
No, that's
good buddy Mitch
Well,
Lane?
that's the real Mitch.
That is
That's
the
the
real-
Livingston County Mitch.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So we'll get to that in just a little bit. But first, a look at Gig-O News brought to you by Cooper and Binkley Jewelers in downtown Brighton.
All right, here's what's going on. 2 drivers were seriously injured in a crash Wednesday afternoon in Marion Township. The Livingston County Sheriff's Office said deputies were dispatched at about 2:38 p.m. to a 2-vehicle serious injury crash on Pinckney Road, just south of Wright Road. Our preliminary investigation indicates a 22-year-old Howell resident was operating a 2010 Ford Focus heading northbound on Pinckney Road. The driver lost control while overtaking a mail delivery truck that was stopped at a mailbox making a delivery. The driver crossed over the left lane and traveled into the southbound lane, striking a 2017 Jeep Cherokee heading southbound. That was operated by a 25-year-old Howell resident. Both drivers were transported by Livingston County EMS to U of M Hospital in Ann Arbor with serious injuries. Speed and restraint use remain under investigation. However, alcohol and or drugs do not appear to be factors. The crash remains under investigation by the Livingston County Major Crash Team. Deputies were assisted on the scene by the Livingston County Ambulance Service and the Howell Area Fire Department. Michigan State Police Brighton Post is starting up an Explorer Program. Sergeant Ashley Kierpaul with the Michigan State Police Recruiting and Selection Section said they want kids to know a public service career is possible and pretty awesome, adding that they think policing can be much different than what they actually experience in the Explorer Program. The Msp Explorer Program allows youth ages 14 to 21 to experience what it's like to be a police officer through training and mentoring by state troopers. Once they reach 18, there's the opportunity to apply for a paid position as a cadet. You'll find complete details and links on our website, mikeandjohnpodcast.com. And Michigan's largest free astronomy event will take place Friday night at the Island Lake Recreation Area. Sponsored by the Great Lakes Association of Astronomy Clubs, the event will cover astronomy, space science, and imaging technology. Various live shows will be interactive, allowing viewers to ask questions and participate in the discussion. Live telescope viewing starts at 4 p.m. Friday with solar observing, then picks back up at 8 p.m. and will go until midnight with 60-plus telescopes. Attendees are advised to arrive early for close parking. No flashlights will be allowed on the telescope field. It is a rain or shine event, although severe weather would cancel it. And keep in mind, a recreation passport is required for vehicle entry into the Michigan State Parks. Details and links are on our website, mikeandjohnpodcast.com. And that's what's going on.
We've got a website? Oh, yeah, we do. It's right there.
do.
Look at that.
We do.
MikeandJohnPodcast.com.
Absolutely.
That's where you can find the news, past shows, and other cool stuff like our merch store.
Oh, yeah. You want to dive in and know what the show was on March 17th?
Did we do a show on March 17th? Yeah, we did do a show on March 17th,
Yeah.
I think.
It was St. Patty's Day.
St. Patty, was it? I don't know.
Yeah,
But we
March
did a show on
17th
that
is
day.
St. Patty's Day.
Yeah, sure it is.
It always is.
All right, then.
This is news to you? Okay.
See, if I would have looked at our website, I would have known. Did we wear green on that day?
Probably not.
I don't think so.
MikeandJohnPodcast.com.
Yes, for the past episodes, the latest episodes, and our merch store, where you can get your fall wear. Our fall collection is in.
The fall collection's in.
It is.
Our designer, Jeanne,
Jeanne has picked out a few hoodies.
busy at work in the fashion houses of Paris.
Or on the other side of the furnace.
Paris, Texas.
It's pretty...
going through and picking out the finest hoodies.
And that's what you got to do when you're looking for merch. And you know who else does a great job when it comes to searching for merch? The merch search? The Binkleys, Cooper and Binkley Jewelers.
They do.
In downtown Brighton. Matter of fact, they're going to Belgium. Antwerp, Belgium, which is the diamond capital of the world. And they want to select diamonds just for you.
That's right.
Find out more. Stop by the store, downtown Brighton. Check them out online at cooperandbinkleyjewelers.com. And if you want something that's already made up, they've got new stuff in from Simon G. and Zagani.
Right. And
New
newer
collection.
stuff coming from Antwerp.
Once they go to Antwerp
Right.
in October.
And then,
That's when you go to Antwerp,
right.
John. It's in October.
Well, yeah.
That's when the diamonds are ripe.
They're ready for picking then.
Yeah, they are.
The harvesting takes place in Antwerp. The
and the
fields
cool-
are full of diamonds.
They are. And what Mark does, he takes one of those diamond eye things.
Yeah, which we still haven't quite.
We don't know the name of it, but he
Diamond
no,
Eye.
don't
Sorry.
say diamond eye. So yeah. Check out Cooper and Binkley Jewelers in downtown Brighton for more details. They'll tell you the truth about it because we don't know what we're talking about.
The
crops
it's
are
an
in.
amazing crop.
It was a great harvest this year.
Absolutely.
The diamond harvest
Absolutely.
has happened in Antwerp, Belgium.
Okay.
All right. Some interesting answers in today's trivia from last night, but we did get a little feedback regarding yesterday's
Trivia. And what was the question? I already forgot. It was 28% of women say this is something they do to impress a guy on a first date.
Right. And it was basically wearing a breast enhancement
Some
bra,
sort of a push-up bra or pad the bra, whatever.
Whatever the case may be.
One of our guessers,
yes.
her name was Linda. She said, tie a cherry stem with your tongue.
Right.
Which we immediately latched onto.
I didn't know. You went into some kind of epileptic shock. I don't know what that was.
So we had fun with that.
Yes.
And
yes, we did.
Linda chimed in later and said,
it was from a friend's
It's from a friend's episode.
Yeah, ease up, fella.
Calm down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, Jennifer Aniston and that Jerry Stem.
Has she chimed in?
Just she personally messaged me. Yeah, it was a PM.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Anyway, so yes, we get it.
Explain yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, go for that.
All right. Now,
last night's trivia question. Do we want to do that right now?
WNT, that's Wednesday night trivia.
Wednesday night's trivia question was...
Where you have a double winning chance.
Yeah, we did. We had tickets to check out the Daily Show Writers comedy show at the Brighton Center for the Performing Arts, and a chance to go into our drawing for the 8365 LiftMaster garage door opener with 2 remotes and keyless entry pad, courtesy of Firehouse Doors.
Yes.
And the question: studies found the 3 most borrowed items in America are pens, lighters,
and
our answer.
Right.
So some great answers. What was the first thing that came to your mind?
Well, actually, somebody did make this answer. They said Hulu password.
Yeah, passwords.
And I thought about passwords,
in general.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, especially
with the streaming
Netflix
services,
and
I think,
all that kind of stuff. Yeah, so password's a great guess. It was not right. Let's see.
Hand sanitizer.
Tools, another thing. If you lend somebody your tools, good luck getting.
Now that was close in a way, but not. It was a specific item in mind.
Yeah. Let's see. Hair ties. John has not borrowed one of my hair ties
I have not.
Forever.
Or my wife's. Yeah, she knows. If it's a hair tie's missing, it has nothing to do with me.
Some interesting answers like makeup. I guess, women probably, hey, can I borrow some? I don't know.
Scissors. Apparently, we're not borrowing any makeup, that's for sure.
Great Scott said girlfriends. Hey, can I borrow your girlfriend?
Well,
I'd like to know what goes on
stuck
there.
in the 70s at those key parties, huh? Hey, ladies.
Generator, a good guess. I'm sure some folks have had to borrow a generator over the past month or so with the weather we've been having. Katie said husbands.
Yeah.
Again.
So, Katie meets Scott. Scott meet Katie. Maybe
Phone-
they've already met.
Phone charger is a great guess. How many times have you had it's probably a family member or friend borrowing a phone charger?
Books,
Yeah.
library books specifically, has been a guest as well. Not correct.
Jeannie said cigarettes. Could I bum a smoke? And here's the butt back.
Hey, brother.
Pardon me, bud.
Pardon me, bub.
How about a fellow American who's down on his luck?
Hit the road.
A lot of folks did get it right. The answer was jumper cables. And the first one to get it was Megan Elizabeth.
All
So
right.
congratulations to Megan. She's going to check out the show this weekend at the Brighton Center for the Performing Arts. The comedy writers for The Daily Show putting together a great comedy show, and Megan will be in the drawing for that LiftMaster 8365 garage door opener with 2 remotes and keyless entry pad.
Right.
Installed
Indeed.
by Firehouse Doors.
Absolutely.
I'm going to take Megan Elizabeth and put her name in the official Firehouse
All right, good.
Doors
Done.
8365 LiftMaster
Done.
box.
All right.
All right.
So congratulations to
Megan Elizabeth.
I got to write that down, don't I?
Write that down, Megan
'Cause,
Elizabeth, because I wrote it
she
down
gotta
and
get
put
the
it in the
tickets.
box. Exactly.
So,
All right, speaking of Firehouse Doors,
Yeah,
our
speaking
OG
of
sponsor here,
them.
Mike and John got it going on.
right.
Serving Livingston County for the past 24 years, family owned and operated, striving to treat each customer like family. Sure, they'll ask you to bring something to the potluck.
No.
Firehouse Doors, veteran-owned business. Mike Witt, who just celebrated number 55. Proud U.S. Air Force veteran. Your one-stop shop for residential, commercial, and rolling steel overhead door needs. Is your garage door rolling steel? Probably not, unless you own a business.
Yeah.
They're also
Is yours?
no.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not. Most homes don't have the
I was going to say, yeah.
rolling steel.
I have a fine residential garage door and opener.
I knew a guy named Roland.
Installed by Firehouse Doors, by
Yes.
the way.
They're authorized dealer for CHI overhead doors. The only
Yeah.
authorized dealer,
Idiots.
distributor.
Oh.
CHI overhead doors here in Livingston County. Call Firehouse Doors today, 810-599-7480. So, from what we understand,
Yes.
the big event for La Casa, Denim and Diamonds, is coming up this weekend.
And
I don't think there's any tickets left.
What?
Watch out for scalpers.
right. So, nonetheless, it's going to be just an awesome evening.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's a way you can help out if you want. If you can't make it to the event, if it's you couldn't get tickets, there's a way you can help out. And here's more information.
I don't know about you guys, but I came out here to party tonight in the country.
You're invited to a smoking hot party in the country Saturday, September 17th at the Haggerty Bearden Ranch in Howell. Kick it up for a worthy cause at this fall fundraising event for La Casa Center. Sip on beer or wine and enjoy a sizzling dinner with sweet endings. Roll, spin, or place your bets in the Wild West Gambling Barn. Mosey up to the Silver Star Saloon for fine cigars, signature cocktails, and premium bourbons. Listen to live music all night long, featuring award-winning country artist Carrie Holmes. Gather round when the evening comes to a close and watch the spectacular fireworks finale. Reserve your tickets in advance at lacasacenter.org.
You can see why we're not going. Because it's sold out.
Exactly. We weren't quick enough to buy the
I
tickets.
think they sold it out on purpose to keep us away.
There's a very good chance.
That's what I think happened. Yeah.
There's a very good chance.
Quick, buy these tickets or Mike and John will show up. Oh my God!
Get the tickets now. All right.
We're glad. It's obviously a great cause and
Yes.
always a fun time.
It is time, speaking of time, for the less you know.
It is. It's past time.
It is?
Yeah. It's overtime.
All right.
It's Miller time.
It's Perlberg time.
It's Perlberg time.
It's PB time.
Good morning, guys.
Well,
good
morning.
day. Good day.
Good day. I'm a little slow.
Isn't that how they sell it over in England? They go,
That's
good day.
Australia.
I don't have it going on.
It's Australia.
Oh, that's
Australia.
They don't say good day in England?
I mean,
think they
I'm
do,
I'm
don't
sure
they?
they do, but okay.
John's just saying it's just an Australian thing.
Well,
I think
the
it's
accent
Well,
you were.
that is more Australia. Well, that used to be part of the kingdom, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's still part of the Commonwealth, is it not? Yeah.
I think Australia still is. But
Yeah, yeah.
There is a bit of some of these countries are dropping out of the Commonwealth.
Yeah, they're like,
Like
thanks.
Barbados, which gives us a reason to talk about Barbados.
Yeah, so obviously the
it's Barbados.
Queen's passing
Yeah.
has dominated the news coverage here of late.
I don't know what it is. I mean, God rest the Queen. But with the whole, when Charles and Diana got married, it was a big to-do here in the States. When Meghan and Harry got married, and then when Kate Middleton married Philip, what is his name?
William.
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 I mean,
well, we never know. I mean, there is there's some weird things that go on in that royal family, but I don't think Philip and Kate were ever.
No, that would have been, yes. Although, in days of yore, you might have seen that. But
His dust is all relative.
Right. Why is everybody pale and a hemophiliac in this family? Well, let's look at the family tree.
Well, and that's what kind of we wanted to talk about this morning, and I'll try to avoid slipping into the criticisms of the royal family, but what gets me is the overall awe and admiration that we have in this country. You're right about the coverage. I was driving up north the other day trying to pick up some news on CNN, and it was wall-to-wall coverage of the Queen's death.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, she was 96.
right, that's what I'm saying. This just in, a 96-year-old woman has passed away. Oh, well. Oh, my God, that's
Yeah.
earth-shattering.
Whose greatest talent was she was born before her sister.
And her uncle abdicated the throne. If her uncle hadn't abdicated, she would have never been queen.
Her Nazi-loving uncle, yes.
Well, yes.
Well, no, I mean, that's not a small
Oh, you're going to get all picky about it. So you support one Nazi. Oh, my God.
Hey, watch the way you're waving that hand around.
Her husband was Greek royalty, and I don't know how close he was tied to Hitler, but 3 of his sisters married Nazi.
Yeah,
You
you don't have to look too deep into the family to go,
No.
Yeah. But it is just remarkable. I mean, there's this awe and wonder, and I get a little bit of it, I guess. A friend of mine was telling me it's kind of the fairy tale syndrome, that you can become a princess and all this stuff. But we're the country that's supposed to be based on equality and democracy, and every person is born with an equal right to life, liberty, and all that stuff.
Well,
and we miss that goal. But why do we love this royalty, which is totally looking down on the peons?
Yeah, we get enough of that here. But
seriously, I see people I know posting all their anguish about the great wealth disparity and the gaps, and I mean, look at how angry people get when the bosses buy another boat or build another mansion, and then they just go gaga over the Queen and the other stuff. I just don't see that. I don't quite understand it. I can see being interested in their story, from a soap opera or watching a train wreck. I mean,
and wasn't there the Gambit, the show that was about all?
Oh,
this?
the Queen.
The Queen.
Yeah, the Queen on it was
The Crown,
or the Crown, right? And it became there's a movie, The Queen, that was about. Yeah. Anyway, I mean, there's all very popular movies, very popular TV show.
Well, the fascination with it is interesting.
I watch, and I think, like you said, Rich, I think there is a historical connection. If you're interested in history, obviously the royals are interweaved into history. And so there is that part of it, but I guess you're right. This gaga fascination with the trappings of royalty, or that somehow they're somehow special, when in fact they're not.
Well, they're pretty bad. I mean, it's not their fault they got born into it. But their story and the history isn't that good. It's a dominant domination? Is it suppression? Is it racism, colonialism? I mean,
do you think it'll change any?
And terribly destructive wars that their leadership helped develop, or it certainly didn't prevent. And so
right.
what do they get from that? I was just seeing that the new king is now worth billions and billions of dollars.
I think he just laid off 100 people.
He laid off his staff. Well, moving on. Thanks for your lifetimes of work, and get out.
Watch those expenses, you know.
Yeah, that's the taxpayers are paying for anyway. But I guess the butler's out of a job now, and the chauffeur. He's got to be an Uber driver.
I mean, I just saw a thing. Somebody was laying out. They were showing the crown jewels, and the crown and the scepter and all these things, and they're just studded with diamonds and rubies and all this stuff. And they were kind of going through the history of where did these diamonds and rubies come from? Most of which came from India, which
and South Africa.
Yeah.
This is one of the most precious. I think it's the largest cut diamond in the world.
Right.
Was basically stolen from India while they were, exploiting their resources.
And they were going through the history of where each one of these diamonds kind of came from and how they came to Britain. And of course, it was when they dominated them as a colonial power and sort of this sordid history. Which, look, all great nations, even not so great nations, have sordid histories. So it's not like it's peculiar to Britain. But it is an interesting historical amnesia, I guess, on the part of the British, who basically still revere this family and revere this fogged over history of theirs.
Well, let's face it, there are some things here in America we like to fog over too. So.
No. What are you talking about?
Everything's perfect.
John is really hitting the nail on the head. I mean, it's not just fogged over, it's purposely fogged over. And the way of life that they celebrate is a way of white supremacy and racism and exploitation.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
We'll have a minute. I mean, there are other countries in Europe that have monarchies who are downplaying it, and yet the British go crazy with their ostentatious displays of carriages and castles. And you ever see a picture of Prince Philip before he died? I don't know how he stood up because his chest was covered with so many medals.
Right. It is. Yeah, it's
he had a bad back.
It's very interesting. That's probably what killed him. It's like, all these damn medals.
That and his driving. He wasn't a very good driver.
Right.
Well, they had carriages and other.
The family operates. It was a Prince Andrew who had to settle with a young woman who claimed that she was sexually assaulted by him.
It's a good thing.
Part of the Jeffrey Epstein. That was all part of the Jeffrey Epstein thing, which the royal family, they've sort of ostracized Andrew. Like, oh, yes, you're out.
Yeah. Well, do you think it's going to be different with Charles? Chuck.
Hey, Chucky.
See, he should go by Chuck now.
Well, look at what's his greatest accomplishment? Sitting around for decades waiting for his mother to die.
70 years he's been waiting.
Wow.
50 years actually.
Well, doesn't he have a vineyard or something? He's very into the greening of the planet. He's very.
Acres, and I guess they even grow honey and stuff. I mean,
right. Don't you have a vineyard somewhere?
Well, no, I'm saying
you don't grow honey. That shows my agriculture.
Well.
He's growing honey.
Well, I saw an article yesterday that was talking about how there is a movement, so to speak, in England, and it's not a majority of people, but there are a group of people in England who are saying they should have just skipped over Chuck and the crown should have just gone straight to William, in the sense that, and which it wouldn't, because that's not going to happen, but that they wish it would have, because William, in a sense, represents what they hope the future of the monarchy would be. Somebody who is, because of his mother, because of Diana, the way she raised her children, to be more in touch with the actual world and to be more aware of the privilege they were given and understand, the tremendous responsibility and I guess how lucky and fortunate they were. Whereas Charles, I mean, I appreciate the guy being very, active when it comes to, say, climate change, and he's got a lot of, causes and things that he's. But as a person, he really comes across as a jerk.
Well,
I'm sorry.
Well, look what he did. I mean, he was still the old school. That's a really good point, because he bent to the family's desires when he married Diana instead of the woman he was in love with.
Right.
Yeah.
And yeah, there has been talk that William, that generation, is more likely to acknowledge the crown's failures and the country's failures and the issues in whether it's India or Africa or even in North America. But I think there's also a theory, though, that if you start to make a little bit of concessions, then you start to unravel the entire mythology, the foundation of it.
All right, so as we wrap this up, then let's go for predictions here. I mean,
all right,
we know less, right?
Yeah, oh yeah. So is the royal family? I mean, do you see this surviving another generation? I mean, do you see the crown? Do you see the crown getting to William?
There's just way too much money and land and stuff in place. I mean, and I think you're right. I mean, everybody's waiting for William to become king and Kate Middleton to be queen.
Yeah.
Well, would she be queen? Would she be queen?
If he's the king, then she would be.
Because there's a whole.
Philip was never king, but I think I don't know if she.
She's the queen consort.
I don't know.
She's very attractive. She's got adorable kids. It'll easily go another generation.
What about Harry and Meghan? Are they third in line now, or what?
Well, no, they're way out of line. They stepped out of line. They're like, you know what?
They've had some sort of reconciliation though during the after the death.
Right.
The brothers have been seen together.
Yeah.
I get the feeling it's the wives that don't get along on that one.
Well, time will tell.
Time will tell.
Yeah.
You could be a television pundit with that.
I'm working on it.
Time will tell. I think the sun may have set on the British Empire, but not in England. The Queen is dead. Long live the King. You know.
All right. Well, the less you know, we
Here.
know less.
We know very little.
Yeah.
And now we know less.
Yeah, there you go. And then you fulfilled the underlying premise of this entire bit.
Rich, have a great week. We'll talk to you next week.
Sounds like a winner. Take care, guys.
Take care.
God save the Queen.
I don't know. He kept her around a long time.
Yeah, so I guess when the Queen passed,
Yes.
Kate became the Duchess of Cornwall.
Cornwall.
Yeah. Cornwall!
Cornwall,
get in here!
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not sure what her title, if she would be the Queen, if William... all right, not that anyone cares. Anyway...
I don't.
Of course you do. You know what I do care about? And that's that you get
about?
Quality auto repairs.
That's right.
Murphy's Family Auto is the place to go to, of course. Give them a call, 517-552-3040 for details. And, of course, you can stop in on Saturdays. They're now open 8 to 1. Online, murphysfamilyauto.com. And tell them Mike and John sent you. You'll save 5% on your bill.
They call that the Mike and John bump.
Yeah, they do.
5% off.
Well, we do.
Others who don't say it have to pay that 5%.
Yeah.
So tell your friends.
They do not add 5% to your bill if you don't say Mike and John sent me. Okay, we just want to make that clear. Okay, that's what I thought you were saying.
No, it's
if you don't say
it, that 5% doesn't get taken off.
Oh, okay, good.
So utilize that.
I'm just making sure.
You know?
Hey, what's this 5%?
It's kind of like an AARP discount.
Oh.
Sometimes you don't like to admit it.
Yeah.
But you want the Mike and John discount, 5%. Right? Right.
Well, I would.
All right, then.
Yes. All right, it's time to get theatrical.
Are you going to act?
No.
Are you going to become a bard?
People who see me on stage says, no, that guy's not acting at all.
He can't act at all.
That dude doesn't know any tunes.
Actually, we're going to talk to Tony Amato.
Yes.
Antoine to his friends.
We'll find out.
I don't know if that's what they call
We'll find out.
Good morning.
Hey, is this Tony?
Yes.
Hey.
Yes. Is this John?
This is Mike and John.
Mike and John, you have us both, Tony.
Mike and John.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, how are you?
Good.
Hey, good.
So, Tony, you're in the Wilde Theatre. Duck Hunter Shoots Angel, played by Mitch Album. And Mitch has done a lot of great work. And what character are you playing in the show?
Well, I play one of the duck hunters, and I play Dwayne Early.
Dwayne Early. And your brother, who is played by Kevin Rogers, friend of the podcast.
Well, he's a friend of John's. I wouldn't call him a
by
friend
association.
That's kind of pushing
by
it.
association, he's a friend.
Yeah,
of the
he hasn't donated any
by
money or anything.
association, he's a friend of the podcast.
So,
Yeah. So you play Dwayne, and Kevin plays, what's his character?
Duel and Dwayne.
Dwayne and Duel.
Yes.
The Duck Hunters.
Yeah.
So
Alabama Duck Hunters.
yeah. So obviously, very hilarious comedy.
Hold on. Have you ever hunted before, Tony?
Oh, good point.
I have.
Okay. So you
Wait. The tone that you said that, it's kind of like, yeah, I have. Like, not a lot of success.
I grew up with, going in the middle of the state. I grew up down here, but I was up in the middle of the state a lot. My dad had a cottage, and I used to go hunting with him.
Yeah.
All right.
But not duck hunting.
Not duck hunting.
Probably deer hunting, I'm guessing. So a little different.
Yes.
Now, were you a good hunter?
Oh, no, I hated the cold.
Yeah. See, that's...
that I did it a couple of years ago.
Right. Same here. Right. I there was a few years where I was hunting. I went out every year and hunted and got nothing, and the deer had nothing to fear from me, and I froze, and I wanted to go home.
I kind of figured going hunting, you were just like pretty much in a cabin most of the time, drinking beer and playing cards.
What?
Telling stories. There wasn't really a whole lot of hunting going on.
So,
for dinner.
yeah. So the show, yeah, really. That was before Uber Eats. I got dinner arriving at 6. Yeah. So the show Duck Hunter Shoots Angel at the Wilde Theatre opens up this Friday and runs a couple of weekends there. Friday and Saturday shows, and then the Sunday matinee. So yeah, as Mike said, it's a Mitch album production, a comedy. Tell us what it's about.
Actually, it is the story revolves around the writer itself. He's a tabloid writer in New York City, and his boss catches wind that there's 2 duck hunters down in Alabama. That's where they shot a celestial being, an angel. And they send him down there, and he does not want to go down there. So the story really it revolves around him. The 2 hunters are great color, and it's a great story. It's a comedy. It's very poignant. There's parts of it that address bigotry and racism and everything. Mitch revolves everything in one here.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's obviously he has a bit of a talent.
Well, he's not doing a podcast.
Yeah. So, and of course, folks that have never been to the Wilde Theatre has a brand new home in downtown Brighton on West Street. A beautiful facility there, and a great place to go see a show. And it looks like you have a pretty fun cast to put this on.
Yeah, no, there's 9 people in the cast. Everyone is really, really talented. We're driving in from all over. As usual, I'm driving in from the Far East Side. I think I had the longest drive again. But the cast themselves have their own. They niche their characters very, very well. They're very funny, and I think the audience is going to love the show. This is a very, very funny show from the get-go. The 2 hunters are kind of out of control.
So as John said, it opens this weekend. How long is the show running at Wilde Theatre?
No, it's going to run this weekend, next weekend. As you said, the Friday, Saturday, Sunday matinees. There is a possibility for an extension of a 3rd weekend. We're already getting calls for it, so we may go the 3rd weekend. We may do some of those days of the 3rd weekend, but it could go through October 2nd.
But you never know, so get your tickets now, because, it may not be extended. But, for the next 2 weekends, it'll be there. I want to ask you, though, Tony, about the half-man, half-alligator character.
Yeah. So half-man, half-alligator character is, again, it's a tabloid. So, the audience is going to get introduced to this half-man, half-alligator guy that's always with the owner of the tabloid, and he's always dancing around and taking care of him and everything. And it's just that whole symbolism of the oh, really? What kind of a story is this?
So which part is the alligator? Which part is the man?
Alligator head, man body, but people have to come out and see it.
Okay, I was thinking the other way.
See, I didn't know.
I was thinking the tail would have been the alligator.
I'm just curious.
Actually, Dwayne brings that up. Dwayne actually asked that question.
Okay. All right. So, it sounds like it's going to be a bit of a farce to enjoy what's happening up on stage.
Well, looking forward to it. For folks that want tickets, you can call 810-923-7705.
Yeah. Tickets are going quickly too. That the Sundays are almost gone.
Right, Sunday matinees.
And and things have really picked up this past week in terms of ticket sales. So there are some tickets out there, though, especially that second Saturday. There seems to be like half a house is sold. Everything else is way more than half a house sold already. So it's going pretty quickly. Yeah.
All right, and people can go online as well. A Wilde Theatre, that's wild with an E.com. Yeah. And they can find out more there. So.
Well, Tony, we appreciate you taking time out this morning and joining us here on the podcast. And break a leg, and we're looking forward to the show.
Thanks, fellas.
All right.
Thanks, fellas. Hope to see you there.
Have a good day.
Sounds good. Tony Amato.
All right.
We didn't ask him if he goes by Antoine, but that's okay.
Oh, no. He goes by Dwayne.
Oh, in the show.
In the show, right. Now, we have a pair of tickets.
We do have a pair of tickets
to see Duck Hunter Shoots Angel.
Are they specific show?
No, you can make arrangements. No, you'll
make arrangements for the show.
You'll make arrangements to yes, indeed. So now, indubitably,
where did that come
indubitably.
From?
By the way, since I was using that voice, I do want to answer the question. Kate Middleton, when William becomes king, Kate will become the queen consort. That'll be her official title.
I went to a Queen concert once.
Hey-o!
No, I didn't, but I would have loved to have. I saw it on TV.
Yeah, right.
The Queen concert.
It's called Live Aid.
Yeah.
All right, anyway. So we have a pair of tickets to go see Duck Hunter Shoots Angel.
All right.
How are we going to give those away?
I don't know. How are we going to give
don't
those
you?
away?
Are you're
we'll take caller 10.
We're almost, okay.
No, we can't take the call now. We're on. So
give me your phone.
You know what?
We got. It's almost as if we didn't figure this out.
We forgot you fooled because we had this figured out.
Oh God, yeah, we
before.
did, idiots.
Yeah, we did.
Of course, we did. Underestimating
Here's an
us.
idea.
All right.
Maybe we'll give them away in tonight's trivia question.
All right.
Along with qualification for the LiftMaster 8365 garage door opener, 2 remotes and a keyless entry pad.
La 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 la.
Firehouse doors.
Yes. All right.
So that'll be for tonight. We'll put that in the question.
All right. So you get a pair of tickets to go see Duck Hunter Shoots Angel at the Wilde Theatre.
Or wait a minute. Maybe I just want to go to the show. We won't give away the tickets.
You can do that. Yeah, I guess.
Well,
there's nothing to say.
Ixnay that. If
I forget to put
that,
edit this.
That never happened.
Edit. Okay, that's the edit point.
No,
I'll cut all this out. Don't worry.
Yeah,
I'll cut all this out.
Cut out that part where
these idiots will have no idea.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
You know who has a great idea is our friends at Richter and Associates Property Management. They're licensed real estate brokers, and they've got an idea for you.
Yes, they do.
If you're looking for property, rental property, they're the experts in Livingston, Genesee, and Oakland counties. 40-plus years in the business, and they're located right in downtown Howell.
Right, and they're property managers. So if you own property and you need their services, they are the people to call. RichterAssoc.com, RichterAssoc.com. Just rolls off the tongue.
It really does for you.
517-540-9560. Richter and Associates Property Management.
It's a good thing you don't have a stud tongue, a stud in your tongue.
Little do you know.
I don't want to know.
Oh, you're gonna know.
All right.
Yes. So.
Time for the 2-cent history lesson.
It is.
By the way, today is National Linguini Day.
Oh.
Have some linguini.
Linguini.
Yeah,
now, the linguini is that just the shape of the noodles, or is that the sauce thing?
It's the whole thing. Linguini is.
I mean, because you've
heard of the whole shebang. It's the whole.
It's the whole shebang.
Yes. Linguini.
Okay. What I'm getting from this is that you don't know, which is
is
fine because I don't know either.
You asked, and I gave you the
answer.
I'm just
curious what
it.
Thing. I know linguini is like a dish.
Sure.
I get.
That's why it's National Linguini Day.
Yeah.
It's also International Day of Democracy.
It's Democracy Day.
Yes.
Yeah.
International Day.
Who cares about that? Let's go back to linguini.
Okay.
Democracy, schmonocracy. Linguini, however,
is
a pasta similar to fettuccine, but it's elliptical in section.
Yeah, it's
rather than flat.
It's fettuccine's cousin.
It's about 4 millimeters in width, wider than spaghetti.
Oh yeah,
but not as wide as fettuccine. It splits the difference.
Sure.
So between your fettuccine and between your spaghetti,
your linguini.
You got your linguini.
Yeah. Now put your linguini away.
Yeah. Well, do you know what linguini means in Italian?
What does it mean?
Little tongues.
Now you know.
Whether you wanted to or not. Hey, by the way, the 2-cent history lessons brought to you by Oakland Insurance.
Yes, it is.
Yes. Owning a business is a labor of love, whether you have a little tongue or not. But frankly, Your insurance shouldn't make more work for you.
Frank is a big tongue.
Well, yeah, I mean, again,
Big tongue Frank.
You know, just because you got a little tongue doesn't mean that you should be doing more work.
I got a little tongue once.
Hey, as a business owner, you rely on relationships. And I think we just ruined ours with Drew. Of course, Drew Goebel of Oakland Insurance and Michigan-based Frankenmuth Insurance, believes the best relationships are honest, upfront, and fair. And we're probably going to get an honest call from Drew today saying, will you cut it with this crap?
Yeah.
You can depend on Oakland Insurance and Michigan-based Frankenmuth Insurance to personally work with you on your insurance needs. Call Drew Goebel of Oakland Insurance today, 248-647-2500.
That rolls off the little tongue as well. All right. It's also Make a Hat Day. Remember making hats in, elementary school? Well, there was a pilgrim hat.
Well, that's true, right.
Yeah. It's National Neonatal Nurses Day.
Okay.
Software Freedom Day. Freedom
Freedom
of the
from software.
Yes.
Oh, well, yes.
It was on this day in 1962. The Beatles were called a nothing group after an interview with Peter Jones of the London Daily Mirror. A nothing group. It's on this day in 1965. The Ford Motor Company.
Well, don't leave me in suspense. Did the group ever turn into anything?
I think they did all right.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
I didn't know if they ever made it.
1965, the Ford Motor Company became the first automaker to offer an 8-track tape player as an option for their entire line of vehicles.
Oh, God, yeah.
So it's therefore 8-track tape day.
We have an 8-track. Brought to us by Drew Goebel.
That's right.
Yeah. Wasn't it Drew?
No.
I thought it was Drew.
No. No, a lady gave this to us.
Didn't we get this delivered in an alley?
Yeah,
in
we
a
did,
paper
but
bag?
It wasn't from Drew.
I thought it was Drew.
No, it wasn't from Drew.
Well, just shut up and say it's Drew.
Okay, it was Drew.
Yeah, Drew gave us this.
It was a relative of Drew's.
Yeah. This Jethro Tull War Child
Yeah.
8-track, yes.
We don't have anything to play.
No, we don't.
And we don't want anything to play.
Well, I don't know. Could be good.
1980, the largest single serving of mashed potatoes ever, 10,200 pounds, just over 5 tons, was prepared in Ohio.
Well, Ohio.
Big party. Mashed potato time.
By the way, Bungle in the Jungle is on this.
Anything else good on that?
No, it's the only one I recognize. Bungle in the Jungle. Yeah.
1997,
Yes.
a 34-year-old man was awarded more than $32,000 by a French court after he lost his hearing when he stood too close to the loudspeakers at a U2 concert in 1993.
Well,
Huh?
yeah. Here's the thing. Maybe don't stand next to the speakers.
Maybe.
Look, we were talking about how before you used to DJ weddings. How many times would you get?
Can you turn that down?
They put grandma
It's too
up
loud.
front, right next to where the speakers are. It's too loud.
Okay, well, the dance floor needs to hear the music.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Maybe grandma goes in back. All right.
Hey, be nice. 1997, as that 34-year-old man was getting all that money, Google.com was registered as a domain. Did anything ever happen with
No,
that?
let me look it up on Google.
Google that.
Find out. Okay.
In 2014, Apple released a tool to remove U2's album from its customers' iTunes accounts.
Oh my God.
6 days after they gave away the music for free. Some users complained that they didn't want those songs on their iTunes.
I was one of them. And I like U2, but I was...
You felt like they were...
I objected to
jamming.
the whole notion of you can just put shit on my phone, pardon my language.
Oh my God.
That I don't want there. And here's the funny thing. All these years later, what year was it?
It was 2014.
All right, they invented a tool to get it off.
Right.
And I must... Because I just discovered not that long ago, those stupid U2 songs are still on my phone. They're in my cloud. Hey, man, get off of my cloud. So...
If only they would have put it on an 8-track.
Oh, there you go. Because, with an 8-track, you can just pull it out and go, all right, get this crap out of here.
There you go. And finally, 2018 on this day, archaeologists found the oldest known brewery and remains of a 13,000-year-old beer in a cave in Israel.
Okay.
We're going to head on that.
And they
That's some old
found
beer.
a skeleton on a stool.
A mug in his hand.
This guy's name was, apparently his name is Norm.
Yeah.
What?
That's your 2-cent history lesson for today, brought to you by Oakland Insurance. Call Drew Goebel today at 248-647-2500.
All right. Yes.
It's been quite a show today.
Has it been quite a
You
show?
know, it kind of made up for yesterday.
Why? What was wrong with yesterday?
I don't know. Yesterday just felt off. But today, right on, man.
It seems so far away.
Really?
Now it seems as
Really?
though my troubles are here to stay.
Really?
Yesterday.
That's
Came suddenly.
That's a nothing song.
It's really nothing group.
Yeah.
Idiots. What was that guy's name? Who cares? Because
Peter
you know,
Jones.
Yeah. Peter Jones?
You know, Pete.
Pete.
For Pete's sake.
What does he think about the Queen?
I don't know.
Or our horrible British accents?
I don't care.
Okay. Well, neither does he.
You've been giggling with Mike and John. Tune in next time and giggle on.
Now I can talk.
Yes.
I've been told in past shows I can't talk until the music's over.
Right. The
Can't
producer
talk.
said, hey, you talk over the ending. And because now we're in the exclusive post-show
Yes, we
content,
are.
of course.
And
This
we
is
have-
only for our YouTube and Facebook
That's right.
devotees.
Crowds.
Yeah. Oh, crowds.
Yeah.
Yeah. We
Yeah,
clog
crowd
up-
around the
we
YouTube.
We clog up the tubes.
Crowd around the YouTube and the Facebook.
All right. What do we got?
The nominees for the Toy Hall of Fame
Oh.
of this year have come out.
Okay.
They only choose 3.
And they have a whole list.
Yeah.
Some of them are like brand names that you know of, and the other things are just like, a stick.
Right.
Literally a stick was one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nerf toys.
Sure.
Now, if anything, I'm surprised the Nerf ball or
Kind
the
of
Nerf
thinking,
football or at
yeah.
least the
The
hoop.
basketball.
Didn't everybody have that?
Because I remember in the 70s
Yeah.
when the Nerf basketball came out.
And the Nerf ball.
Yeah.
The football,
right.
that the coating would come off of,
It's
and
true.
the
It's so
plastic,
true.
that
Right.
rubberish stuff.
the
and then
coating,
it's just
yeah.
a sponge,
Right.
And it usually came off right where the grip was. But the Nerf toys,
Okay, Nerf.
and I would imagine the Nerf guns. Those.
Well,
things
now they're
are-
just
they're
they
just
got all kinds of
everywhere.
Nerf. Well,
They've got Nerf Uzis and stuff. It's just nuts.
Nerf Claymore mines. It's just, they've got everything.
So here's a few other things
Okay.
that have made it to the list of nominees for this year's Toy Hall of Fame. Bingo.
All right,
Is bingo really a toy?
it's a game.
I thought bingo was a dog.
Don't.
I'm not gonna.
Don't.
Light Bright,
Okay.
making things with light.
Yeah.
Everybody, didn't that clown come? The clown came to mind, didn't it?
Well, yeah, because that's one of the patterns that would be on there. But
Right.
as a little kid, you see like light bright so fun. And then at what age?
Yeah.
Like you go to grandma's or whatever. And you're like, I got a light bright. And you're like, yeah. So what? What's on MTV? I'm not playing with light bright, grandma. I'm 22.
Breyer houses.
I'm 22. Stop it with the light bright, okay?
Breyer horses, which are plastic, lifelike model horses. Never heard of them, but
I don't
maybe
know.
some
Yeah, I have
have.
no idea.
Masters of the Universe. The Settlers of Catan board game.
Sure,
Never
very
heard of that
very
one.
popular game.
Is
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Okay.
My brother-in-law is totally into that. We played once. Here's the thing. It took 3.5 hours to explain the rules.
I'm gone.
And then you're like, okay, let's just
Now-
play.
now we
Can I
gotta
just
play?
lose now
Right.
and get this over?
Can I be the banker?
Yeah.
Is there a banker?
Is there
All right.
the banker and the Settlers of Catan. That's funny.
The pinata. Is that really a game?
Well, it
I
is.
guess.
It is when the parent finally has enough of these stupid kids trying to bang, and they just go, you know what? And then they
Kinda
rip a hole
make
in it.
a little rip
Yeah.
in it. Yeah, sure. Pound puppies. The spinning top. Like the Duncan ones where you'd pull the cord.
Right. Or what about the one you push down on and it spins?
Oh, yeah. How about the Whizzer? Remember the Whizzer?
The Whizzer?
It was
Oh,
like
okay. Yeah, I know what you
a
mean.
plastic thing. Looked like an egg, kind of. And Spirograph.
Oh,
Spirograph. Yeah, so those are the nominees for this year. Who do you think's going to make it?
Well, I think Nerf.
Nerf should
I
be
think
in
Nerf
there.
because they've got such a wide range and they've been around for 50 plus years. So
Has Nerf been around that long?
almost.
Boy,
I don't
we're
know.
old.
It was 70s.
Yeah.
Because the 70s is 50
Yeah.
years ago.
Spirograph. That was kind of cool making those designs.
Okay, so
But
Spirograph.
then you
My experience with Spirograph was you get the Spirograph, you play with it for about 3 days, and then you're like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm bored with this.
This
And
is
my pens
boring.
have all run out of
Right.
ink.
Where
I
are
just
my-
get the lines.
Where are my
ground
light
in
bright
there.
pegs? All right.
So that's it for our post show for today.
Oh, what a post show it was.
It sure was.
They'll be talking about this for never. Okay.
I'm gonna go play Nerf hoops.